All right, so the sensors are in. We got readings. So now I'm gonna get these floater assemblies back on and the floaters themselves back mounted up. We'll be good to cruise around.
Stop the cap.
Sponge boy, get back on the grill. The customers already waiting, they already paid for the meal. Sweet word, you been with the deal. Keep watch for that little boy that's plotting on me, I know he gon' steal.
He gon' need some foreign ply. Go get some tissues. Crush the crew, told the demands. Mess with the game, you get all of these issues.
I just been counting this money, I just left it a bit.
So while I was installing one of the passenger side floaters, I came across one of the floater nylon lock nuts that has absolutely no threads left. So I'm gonna go ahead and swing by Lowe's and see if I can't find replacements. I'm just gonna get all 4 of them, and then as well as trying to find bearings for the floaters as well, just to have backups just in case. Alright, got some more goodies from Junction Produce delivered. This is not even half of everything that's coming through. Had to get the VIP charm for the rear view mirror. So just because we are running 24-inch rims does not mean we do not run into fitment issues. So the offset of these wheels is to a point where the spokes are running into the front brake caliper. And so to get around that, I put a 5mm spacer on, but the problem with the 5mm is that does not leave me enough threads on the lug nuts to feel safe. So I'm going from the 5mm down to a 3 on the front to clear the brakes and give me enough threads on the studs to feel a little bit more secure on the road. So we're gonna throw these on. All right, so ran into 2 crazy annoying roadblocks on trying to get these 24s fitted onto the Tucson. First of which being the shop that I took the wheels to have tire pressure sensors put on cross-threaded 2 of my lug nuts. So I had to go and buy a 40-piece die set just to use one 12 by 1.5 die to re-thread my lug nuts. And on top of that, I was having issues with clearance on the brake up front, even though I had the spacers on one side, which didn't make sense to me. Come to find out, I have one wheel that has a different offset than the other 3. Woo! They're all 24 by 9. Just one has a 10mm different offset. So I'd rather have the squared pair up front on the front wheels, and I'm going to compensate the difference in offset on the back by putting a spacer on one side apart from the other. So time to get it back up in the air for like the 20th time in the last week.
A few moments later.
So this is the 5th or 6th time I have gone to and came back from the wheel and tire shop, and my sensors are still not married up to the car.
Bruh.
And so I have to take the floaters and everything off again, and the last ditch effort is to take the OEM sensors off of the stock wheels and put those in and see if those pair up. If not, it's because these 24s are so big that the sensor is just so far from the OEM position, I guess, that they can't get it to work. I don't know. I've had several people tell me that with them being bigger wheels, the frequency that the sensors are trying to operate at needs to be increased so that it can pair with the OEM sensors. But if this last ditch effort of putting the OEM ones in does not work, then I'll probably just end up running Bluetooth sensors that can go to my phone so I can check the PSI that way at least.
Several days later.
Finally got good news when it comes to the dub floaters and the tire pressure monitoring system. They are finally working. So what we had to do is just ditch the aftermarket sensors altogether. We ripped off the OEM sensors off the stock N-line wheels, threw them on the floaters, works no problem. So for winter, I'm just gonna buy OEM Hyundai sensors to put back into the N-line wheels, and we'll be good to go from there. I don't know why that wasn't an option suggested by the shop from the beginning, if they maybe knew that newer vehicles are hard to sync up with aftermarket sensors, but the OEM ones synced up immediately, of course. Now I got a bunch of stuff in the mail. I know one of them is my new lock nuts for the hub assembly for the floaters. I have no idea what the other two are, so I'm gonna open these up and take a look. So I was having issues with the floater faces wobbling after a short drive, and that would be the culprit. There is like literally no threads left on this lock nut. So I got a full new set of 4. Will be fuego. This is trash, but look at it.
Several days later.
So as you would have saw in the last video, the dark red with the white stitching mat that I had in the trunk, the rest of the set came in for the front seats and rear seats. Check it out. So in the video, you saw a seat cover setup inside the Tucson that was like a dark red with like a waterfall white stitching. That interior setup is no longer in my Tucson. We went ahead and swapped that into the Stinger, and I got a full new set here because I wanted something a bit more flashy. That was just a little too subtle for me. I really wanted the interior to stand out. Something that you can like see and catch a glimpse of just by walking by the car. On to the new set that I went with. Woo! It's gonna look crazy. All right, the new seat covers are in. They just need some time to sit in the sun and you know, get the shipping wrinkles out of it and whatnot. But along with that, we got some more Junction Produce goodies in the mail, as well as some Dub Edition badges that I'm gonna be putting on the card. Now it's time to put the VIP Junction Produce curtains in at just 3Ms here and up here, and it creates a rail that you can have a curtain to pull. So stow those in. So it is a new day, and we got a new fresh set of deliveries in the mail. Out of all the things I've purchased, this is one that I am the most hyped for. So I was looking at VIP tray tables, and of course you have Junction Produce, which everyone knows of, but I didn't really want to go that route. The prices, what I wanted, just didn't look like it would make sense going through them. And then I stumbled across Flossed VIP on Instagram. Got a quote for a full seat tray, center console, and cabinet with a completely custom finish. The price out the door and shipped, I just couldn't say no. And it all came in the mail today, so we gotta get this open, check it out for the first time. So this is going to be a headrest tray. Ooh. Oh my God. So it's finished in white leather on the top with gloss black trim. We have the shot glass holder and the cup holder. Along with the headrest trays, I got a cabinet that goes in the slot for the rear center console. I'm literally gonna have an entire cabinet in the Tucson. Did he throw in LEDs for free? Hold up. I purchased it without LEDs, but I think he threw it in anyway. No way. That's crazy. Then we got the big boy, the center console. So you have your wine bottle slot, your 2 wine glasses, and then I guess you could put like another regular glass here, possibly. What I could fill this up with, might have to check it out on the internet and see what other people do with all their slots. I know some people do like a hookah setup, but yeah, I'm definitely not gonna have a hookah setup in mine. Man even sends out certificates of authenticity for his product. That's crazy. Yeah, he's on Instagram at FlossedVIP. So if you're trying to build a VIP ride, his prices and the quality is insane. I would definitely recommend going through him as opposed to just buying a kit through any other company, because you can get down to like the fine details and do like a really custom setup through this guy, rather than, you know, every other car at a car show having the same you know, Junction Produce kits and tailor something more unique to your own rag. But yeah, I'm gonna get these thrown in. I probably won't record any of it until it's done. Most of this is just slides in anyway, other than the brackets for the headrest trays. If anything comes up, I'll throw it in the video. If not, then the installation went smooth. All right, so all the VIP trays and goodies are in. Installation super easy. I have some other stuff coming in, mostly for dress up, like fake ice cubes. I do need to find some shot glasses that fit these, as well as more glasses for the headrest cup holders and stuff like that. Then I also have Junction Produce LED cup holder inserts coming in that'll light up the glasses. But we got some more goodies and dress up pieces coming in the mail, so I'll catch y'all when those arrive.
Sponge boy, get back on the grill. The customers already waiting, they already paid for the meal. Squidward, you been with a deal. Keep watch for that little boy that's plotting on me, I know he gon' steal.
He gon' need some foreign ply. Go get some tissues. Crush the crew, toted the missiles. Mess with the game, you get all of these issues.
I just been counting this money, I just left to the